Okay, here we are with another tier list, and I don't remember the intro thing that we did last time.
We didn't have an intro.
Do we not have an intro?
No.
Then we were like Tousle the bee or something. No, Tousle and
The bee!
intro.
T the bee.
T and V the bee.
T and V the bee.
TV? Well, speaking of TVs, segue. This is a tier list about our best TV series of 2025. I hear two questions rattling through your brain. Number one, how many of these tier lists can you realistically do?
And the answer is?
We don't know yet. And number two, is it similar to last month, week, whenever we did the tier list previously about video games, where it's ones that you started in 2025? To which the answer is, it's ones that we either started or there was a new season of. So it then changes the overall, right? So like we watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine again for about the 100th time. That doesn't count.
It's true. What was a new season that came out that we watched?
Well, we'll get to that. For example, Severance being a good example, I would say.
Okay, yes.
So Severance is one, season 2. That's when we watched it last year, I believe. Don't know. Time is hard. And we have gone through our watch histories on Prime, Netflix. Disney doesn't have the option because their back end is absolutely terrible, and Apple TV, I think. You didn't know either. But so we have had a quick look. We've also not included things that we've watched just individually.
Yes, this is all stuff we watched together.
This is true.
Just us.
Just us. Nah. But also things that we've watched individually, but the first time for each one we are including. So an example will be Ted Lasso, where I've watched it previously twice, but this was Vanny's first time.
Yeah.
Right. We've also not going to have Netflix. Sorry, we're not going to have WhatsApp pings during this. So bang, improvement. We've added lighting, which you can't see, but you maybe can see us because of a bit better. And the microphone improvement is a lot harder to do. So sorry if we're still quiet. Whoops. Volume. Right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So the tiers that we went with last time are pretty much what we're going to stick with this time, right? So a C tier thing is still a decent show. We still enjoyed it. It's just maybe not noteworthy. B tier, pretty good. Could watch that again. Glad we watched it. A tier, rewatchable, great show. And S tier, something super special that we adored, thought was spectacular.
All right.
Yeah?
Cool.
Yeah. Excellent. So let's start off with something that probably less well known to folks. Actually a new series as well, with your boy Ted Danson.
Yes.
And he be dancing.
It looks like he's dancing.
It does. That's why, yeah. And this is a man on the inside. Now, similar to last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck it somewhere, and then we're going to discuss it, and then we'll move it around.
See, I'm still coughing just like in the previous tier list, so at least some things never change.
Continuancy. Did they just film them the same day and release them separately? Wow.
You never know.
Nope. Okay, I'm going to chuck this in here immediately, and then we discuss. So my layout, or my introduction to Man on the Inside for folks who aren't aware of it, is essentially Ted Danson is a retired professor who is widowed, sadly, struggling a little bit with his direction in life, what to do with his wife's passing. His daughter says, go do something, anything, and he signs up to be a mole in a retirement home because of a theft that is being investigated by a private detective. And it's funny, it's quite heartwarming. Just thought it would be a little bit of fun, but actually so I decided to watch it myself. But after the first episode I was like, actually I really enjoyed that. I'm going to show it to Vanny and we'll watch it together, and we kind of smashed through it.
Kind of binged it a little bit.
Yeah. So what was your take on it?
I thought it was really sweet, very heartwarming indeed, very fun sometimes.
Yeah.
But like not in like they had some hilarious lines, but it's not like I don't know if I would describe it as a comedy per se.
I'd say it's a comedy, but it is one of those soft comedies where there's a lot of themes that are pertinent and relevant. It's not really like laugh out loud slapstick type things, but it's still at the core of it
It's still funny.
quite funny
Yes.
in a lot of moments.
Yeah. So I think B is a good one. Maybe I even would have said A.
I'm now thinking it, now that we're talking about it, and this is why I like this format. It did make us cry
Yes. It made us
at a
cry,
couple of
it made
points.
us laugh. It
Made
made
us
us
laugh.
feel.
It did. It's actually really. I think that it's an interesting one where it's not like everything was super well polished and amazing and so funny all the time, but there are certain moments and scenes and bits that were just excellent, and the cast were excellent.
Yes.
Like absolutely fantastic.
Very
Loads
good
of them.
actors.
Very good actors. Ted Danson himself, of course, incredible.
Yeah.
Very funny, and it is really heartwarming, and also it's actually interesting having watched the Thursday Murder Club, just with my parents just a few days ago. We were talking about there's a bit more, all these stars that we've grown up with as being kind of like, I guess adult but middle-aged kind of actors are now in the the OAP retirement kind of like era. So there's more TV. I mean, it's kind of chicken and egg. Where is that coming from? But there's more focus on the elderly.
More senior representation.
Senior representation. That's a good. I was trying to think of a political way to put it. That was very nice. And I thought this was a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it up to 8 actually.
Let's do it. Let's go for it.
I was expecting something as fun and B tier, and I was impressed by it. So.
Yes. You were expecting a B, but what you got was an A.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nailed it. Right, we got our first one on the board. Next, One Piece.
One Piece.
Live action. Zoe, if Zoe ever watches this one's for you, and Austin, who I should send this to. Austin might enjoy this, and he'll have his own opinions.
That's true.
So bang.
Bang.
I'm gonna chuck that in A. Hit me.
I don't disagree. I mean, I also have seen the anime, so maybe my perception of it is slightly different, but in general I thought it was an amazing interpretation, live action version of this anime, which I always thought was impossible because of all the weird ass superpowers that people have in this in the show.
Yeah.
But I thought they did a really good job in presenting most of the moments that grabbed you during the anime the most in the show as well. At least in the first couple of, I don't know how many hundreds of episodes was in season, compressed into season 1.
Yeah.
Because that anime has so many episodes, but I thought it was really well done. So.
Yeah, so I haven't watched the anime, even though I've been told to many times. Sols. But I have watched some anime more recently, but in general over the course of it, and I mean I'm no expert, but I can definitely see that transition from anime to live action is tough, because how do you get that kind of over the top ridiculousness of the moves and the things, and it does a fantastic job of that without becoming too CGI and awful, and I'm actually tempted to go S, because context, Vanya downloaded this so we could watch it on the flight to France, I think it was.
Oh yes, we watched it.
And we watched an episode, and I've been like, I definitely want to watch this, and the flipping theme kept showing up in my Spotify daily, weekly discovery, etc., which was banging. So I thought I'll enjoy this, and then we absolutely smashed through it, and I want to watch it again, and I can't wait for the second season. So
yeah, you got surprisingly hooked.
I got hooked.
Because
it's really good.
Because I knew I loved the anime.
Yeah.
And I knew I liked the show because I watched it already. But then, because you always said I'm not that much into anime.
True.
Yeah. So I thought, not
Didn't
sure.
say me. I want to make that very clear.
So I wasn't sure if it was for you. So I was happy to see you enjoy it so much. So it was nice.
Nah, yeah. Okay. I think that should go S.
Yes. Superb.
Superb.
S for superb.
Not just awesome.
A for
or
awesome.
really good.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
And
disappointing.
Disappointing, right? I think we came up with this last time.
The D is disappointing.
The D is S. Oh,
Huh?
Oh.
Okay, so you get to do the next one because I've already seen this and it's
yes,
your turn.
Ted Lasso. So, for people who haven't seen Ted Lasso, it's about an American coach joining a football club in England.
And he's coached American football.
He knows
coached nothing about soccer.
Exactly, he knows nothing about the British football. But it's a really nice show how he starts to coach this British team and they become... It's similar to kind of... the vibe is similar to Men on the Inside. Kind of like heartwarming
It's
moments,
definitely
funny,
heartwarming.
but also, yeah.
It's hilarious.
It's very funny sometimes.
You get really into the characters and the individual storylines and their personal growth together, which is the thing that I love.
So I would put it to A as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought it was a really nice show, and I think it presented a lot of positive things about humanity, which often you lack nowadays in most TV.
Yeah, I mean, if Vanya was going to do this tier list for stuff that she watched by herself this year, it would be lots of serial killer shows, etc. So this is a bit of a counterpoint.
Yep. So yeah, no, this one was really sweet.
Yeah, and you know, it's solid over the seasons. You've got the growth of the individuals. Ted Lasso himself, is a great character.
Yes.
You know, kind of takes a lot of the positive things, has his flaws as well, and his traumas, but then deals with them in a positive way, and it gives that kind of that look. And this is even for people who don't care about football at all.
Yeah, because I don't.
No. Yeah, despite my best efforts.
I don't really care about football, but I have to admit, when I watched that show, I kept thinking, oh well, if that was the type of football club that, you know, would be in my city, then obviously I would super support them. But I don't think they're like Arsenal at all.
They are definitely like Arsenal. Also, just saying, Jason Sudeikis and I can't remember his name, but the guy who plays Coach Beard are Arsenal fans, and they're seen in the stadium along with Anne Hathaway. So we got to be the good guys.
That doesn't make that club like Arsenal, though.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, maybe there's some differences. No, and the woman who plays the lady who owns the club, I can't remember her name. Yeah, Rebecca, but I can't remember the name of the actress either. She's incredible. Yeah, she's absolutely excellent. Keely is excellent. The guy who plays Roy Kent is excellent.
All very good actors.
All very good. Yeah. So love it. Cool. I'm with you on that. For myself, I put it in S tier, but I've watched it 3 times. But that's not your one. And now we're going to come on to the first of the garbage. And we're going to try and rate this with that in mind, that we knew it was garbage when we went in.
Yes.
We knew it was garbage when we went in, so shame on us now. And these shows are for when you just can't be bothered to do anything, you're feeling low, whenever life gets you down, you're lying on the sofa, you want to just hate humanity.
A little bit more.
Or what we now do is when we're doing our workouts, we put on some garbage TV because you don't have to focus on it so much. Garbage TV. So this is too hot to handle.
What does it say, Lana?
Too Lana to handle. Apparently that's the image that I got because it was of the latest season, and most of the ones by default on the Google image search were of season 2, which we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put it surprisingly here.
What?
Because it is just bad.
It is pretty bad. Yes.
And also, if there was any show to give the D.
Yeah, that would be the one.
That would be the one.
That would be the one. I mean, I'm assuming many people know the premise of the show, but you have an island or like some sort of resort, and then there's a bunch of hot people getting together, and those hot people have the tendency to just kind of, how do you call their lifestyle?
They are
whores.
Players. Oh, okay, whores. That's a strong... These are young people, promiscuous young folks.
Exploring their sexuality.
Who consider themselves to be hot, and maybe society culture does, and they're all in this resort, and they think they're going to paradise, apparently, and for some a raunchy kind of holiday show, and then it turns out they're not allowed to have sex or do anything physical with each other, and if they do, money is taken out of a prize pool I think it's 100k to start. And then at the end, the people who've grown the most, shown personal growth by building connections, all about connections. Meaningful connections, of course, not just connections. Connections without physical stuff. Those people will win the money. And it's ridiculous. They have workshops which can involve like talking to their genitals or other very useful progressive type scenarios, and of course it's all about the drama and all that kind of stuff. It can be entertaining,
yes,
but it's not good.
Yeah, most of the time it's just really dumb. So D is appropriate.
D for dumb.
Yeah, I would put it to F if it was on the tier list.
F for something else, which we will not say on this video. Yeah, I agree with that. Last one laughing. UK. Do you want to chuck that somewhere?
You know, I know we've seen it, but I don't remember enough about it.
Okay, well in that case I'm going to have to defend this, aren't I? Wow.
Wow. I know we watched this.
Last one laughing. We actually binged and smashed halfway through last year. This is a UK version. I believe it was maybe even Dutch first. Apparently the Dutch are good with these types of things. Pardon?
Traitors is missing.
Ah, yes. Okay, we're missing one. All right.
Bonus panel.
Bonus. I didn't check the BBC. That's my fault. So Last One Laughing UK is essentially a group of comedians in a room, and if you laugh, you're out. And they all go up and do acts every, I think, hour or something. And they all chat and hang out to make each other laugh. And then someone goes up and does an act and everyone laughs. And then they have special guests as well, like Danny Dyer comes in to do Harry Potter.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
Yes.
And it's just absolutely hilarious. And
it was very fun.
You probably don't remember it much because we genuinely just watched the whole thing over like 2 days.
I guess you don't remember it much either because it's not like there's character progression. It's not like there's storytelling. It's just like every episode something funny happens and then someone leaves.
And you've got people like Richard Ayoade, who's just hilarious, and he's obviously very straight-faced, and he's kind of getting people out, and then the comedians, when they're out, they get to watch everyone else, and Jimmy Carr hosts it. I think it's solid A. It was just really good.
Yeah.
And I would A, probably watch it again, and B, if another season comes out, we're watching it like 100%.
Oh yeah, we would watch a new season, but I don't know if I would put it to A. I would put it to B, because it is entertaining, but it's not like.
But have we watched anything funnier this year? I don't think.
But if you find out that any of these shows get a new season announced, you'd be happy to hear that The Last One Laughing gets another season, but would you be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what happens, and like, wow.
Depending on the comedians, probably yes.
Oh, okay.
To me, it's a bit like Taskmaster.
Oh, you're really into this kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah. We could put it in B, high B, and then shift it around at the end if you want.
Controversial B.
Hey, I'm always open to.
Oh, we can't decide if the show is really good or really, really good. Yeah. Okay.
You know the whole point of a tier list is doing this, right? Like that's not. I mean, why don't we all just pack up and go home? Oh, we are home. All right, next one.
Chef and my fridge.
Chef and my fridge. I'm gonna take this one as well, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I'm gonna chuck this into A.
See, I agree with that one.
Well, then we're done. Sorted. For anyone who's not aware, Chef and My Fridge is a Korean competition show, cooking show, where they have 8 chefs and 2 hosts every week, and they do it in 2-week batches, it seems. And they have 2 celebrity guests come on, and their fridges come with them. In some cases, literally their own fridges. In other cases, they take literally everything from the fridges of these people and take them in. There's a lot of talking and banter, which is very funny, particularly if you're involved in the Korean world of chefs, which we for some reason are, and we'll get to later. So you got the different characters the chefs portray themselves as, which is all very entertaining. And essentially the celebrity, they take it one week, and then the next week one will show their fridge Everyone will see everything that's inside it, and then that celebrity will have 2 dishes that they will request, normally related to what they are. So if they're, there's an Instagram guy who said, or TikToker or whatever he was, influencer type person who said, I care about short content, so make me something sugar rushy to boost me up type thing. And then these 2 dishes, 2 chefs will fight, will say that they want to compete on each of these 2 dishes, using only the ingredients in the fridge.
In 15 minutes.
And then in 15 minutes. That's the kicker. So they go up and they cook together. So this is the jewel for this dish. 2 chefs go up, cooking side by side with everyone else in the room, making noise,
commenting on what they're doing,
laughing,
stressing them out.
More. Yeah, exactly. The hosts are hilarious. Everyone gets involved, and then they make a dish or a meal in some cases in 15 minutes with those ingredients, and it is insane, and it's fun, and the production value is bananas.
The editing is so funny as well.
The
music.
Yeah, it's
like one of those shows where I think the first 20 minutes you'll be a bit overwhelmed with all the stuff that's happening, but then as soon as you're in it, it's like it consumes you. You want to know what happens.
That's very true. And they have some crazy celebrity guests, at least from a Korean perspective. I imagine even better, but for us, like, there's people from Blackpink and BTS, like these people that even we've heard of.
Of course, it would be cool if sometimes there would be a different type, like a celebrity from a different country, but then you cannot do the show because they talk Korean all the time.
But they have had some people with translation stuff, like Edward Lee, and then they did talk about, I can't remember who it was it Anne Hathaway? They talked about like they showed a video like, she loves us. Look at this video of her watching our show or something.
She's like, I really want to be on the show.
I think it was Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, yeah.
Arsenal and Chef in My Fridge. She's got good taste, that woman. Just saying. Anyway, solid A. We can move it up or down at the end.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Agreed.
Nice. Do you want to do Kim's next? Because I'd watched it before. It was a rewatch for me.
Kim's Convenience. That was a fun show. A very good sitcom, I think.
It's a sitcom based on a Korean family who owns a convenience store in Canada. I think they're in Toronto.
I think so.
I think they're in Toronto. And so you have the parents who came over from Korea, who are the first gen, and then you have their kids who are second gen. The estranged son and the daughter who works at the convenience store.
So you kind of highlight the issues those types of families can face with an immigration background in a country like Canada, and how their family develops and
the tensions
grows.
Between the generations as well of
Yes.
integration, wanting do things the traditional way versus the son certainly who wants to do things his way.
Yes. So I thought it was really nice the way they portrayed that, and it was funny.
Yep. We didn't finish it.
We did we not?
We did not finish
I thought
it.
we did.
Nope. We fell off it.
We
in the final season, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I think we fell off it for a reason. Maybe it became less fun.
I think we had other things as well that we were watching. We've always got like a lot of different kind of competing ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That is absolutely hilarious. But in the last season or so, I started to feel less into it. Maybe it's just because you cannot keep up the same level of humor.
That's true.
Throughout 6 seasons.
That's true, particularly when there's like storylines and those story arcs that reach kind of conclusions that then
you're like, what do we do now?
They're less satisfying. They don't ever.
So
I think B's solid.
I think B would be good.
Yep.
I would watch it again.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's nice.
Yeah.
See.
Okay.
Beauty
and the Geek. This is our current garbage show.
There's 3. You added all 3.
I've got all 3. We have Beauty and the Geek Australia, Beauty and the Geek Netherlands, and Beauty and the Geek UK. So the order is that we checked out Beauty and the Geek Netherlands first. In fact, Vanny started watching it, and it became something that we both checked out. And then we saw that there was a UK version, so we watched that. There's only 1 season, and then there's a couple of seasons of the Australian version, which I think was before these 2.
Yeah.
I think originally it was a US version ages ago, but then it got rebooted by Australia first, and then it's been very rebooted. And we're currently watching this, as we did this, working out. We've talked about this a bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place all 3, and then you can tell me if you disagree.
All right. Wait, we need to explain the premise.
Oh, sorry, I do apologise. Hit me.
The premise is that you have a group of beauties and you have a group of geeks, and they get together and then they get paired up. So each beauty gets a geek, and then they become a team, and they have to do various challenges, and in the process hopefully grow together and learn from each other that not all geeks are the same and not all beauties are the same. Sometimes they develop nice friendships, sometimes they find each other weird even until the very end.
That's very true.
And sometimes they even fall in love. So
or at the very least, that's a romance.
or at least there's some sort of a spark.
See.
So can be it's an interesting idea. I think so. That is the idea.
And there's a prize at the end. So what they do is they do some sort of challenge every episode, and there's winners, and those people are safe, and then there's the people at the bottom who get chosen, and they have who might be up for elimination, and then they have to do a head-to-head challenge. So normally some sort of teamwork related thing, and then they would get eliminated. And when they win the challenges, they win dates.
Yes.
And dates, there's either two things. Either they go on a date with the beauty and the geek together to do, pardon me, some sort of activity or thing, or there's a makeover. Not for the beauties.
Which is a shame, really.
Well, because they're already so beautiful. But for the geeks. And it's super interesting because some of the geeks, like, genuinely, it's just that they've never bothered shaving and they've not got a decent hair and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And it makes a massive transformation. Some others less so. But it's always quite cool.
I think it's always an upgrade.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a downgraded geek where after the makeover I was like, oh.
But for some you're like, man, that didn't change much. And for some you're like, oh, dang.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
And actually the Australian one's the one we're watching, the latest one. And, we're first couple of episodes we're there going, all right, these are the people who would look good with a makeover. And one of them did get a makeover and he looks banging.
That's true. It's true.
So, what I will say before I put them on is obviously the Dutch one is in Dutch with the subtitles, which is something that just changes the experience a little bit for us. Also, we can't watch it while we're working out because you have to read what's going on. But the other thing is budgets. Clearly, the Dutch one has less of a budget. I mean, they're in Rotterdam, not Sydney or London. And that's fine. And the Australian one is a bit earlier. And the Australian one is a bit more like kind of there's a bit more emphasis on it's funny, they're in an awkward scenario, or they're being weird and geeky, which we like less.
Yes, I think that will explain
like,
your ranking.
Yes, exactly. And that will be the big thing really when it comes to my ranking, which is that the UK one is a lot more positive.
Yes.
Which we really liked. So it's a bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to put this in B, this in C, and this in C, but with this one above this one. Mm-hmm. If I can do that. There you go.
Aha.
That's what I was going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that should be in B. Brilliant show.
Brilliant.
But I do think there is a clear gap between these two and this one in quality.
Yes. The British one I enjoyed the most as well because I thought it was the nicest, like the way they highlighted both groups.
Yep.
The Australian one was definitely the one that had sometimes moments where you were like, that feels a bit like mean. Either they're trying to make the beauties look really stupid or the geeks really weird, and I think that's because it was earlier.
Yes,
because
probably.
I remember I watched this when I was 12 or 13 the first time on YouTube. I saw it randomly, and I kept thinking when I watched the Dutch one, like, I remember this was way meaner when I watched it. But it wasn't as mean anymore.
Yep.
Still, I mean, the Dutch one I don't think is that mean at all, but...
No, it's not that mean, but it is less. There's just less budget, so less production.
Less budget, yeah.
Something like that.
For sure.
I think the gap between the UK and the Dutch is a little bit closer. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think of this?
I agree with the order of the geeks. Beauty and Geeks, but I'm not sure if I would put it in B myself as well.
Fair enough. Let's chuck it down there. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we come on to this is one.
Culinary
Class Wars. Before you move it, let's talk about this.
All right.
Culinary Class Wars. Intro it.
How can I possibly intro this show?
Do it in the vein of the show, overly dramatically.
Picture this. 100 chefs from all over Korea participate in a crazy battle for becoming the best chef of Korea, I guess.
Oh yeah, and more than that, more than individuals, this is a difference in class. There are the Black Spoon chefs, 80 of them at the start. They have titles, not names. They are not permitted to use their names. No one is permitted to use their names. They decide on their titles, like Culinary Monster or Brewmaster Yun.
They work in the shadows,
They work in
so to speak.
They work in the kitchens. But you have these, so it's crazy. At the start, you have these massive. They've clearly got this massive area where they film this, and all the chefs, Black Spoon chefs, come in, 80 of them, and they're all chatting, and they're all like, they own restaurants. They're good chefs, some TV chefs, famous, written books, etc., TV shows. And then you have the 20 White Spoon chefs who are like, they use their names and they're like, chefing royalty, certainly the way they're presented and then approached. And they kind of rise up, and it's so overly dramatic. The production value is bonkers.
It is very crazy.
And they get eliminated. I mean, I think 80 Black Spoon chefs initially, and I think 20 in season 1. 20 go through.
Yes.
From the first round,
yeah.
60 of them are eliminated immediately.
I think
it's
in
wild.
the Culinary Class Wars, the first season at least, the first 3 episodes only are the first round of the whole
Like
cooking thing. Of course, it has to take longer if there's 80 people cooking at the same time, or 100, I don't remember. So yeah, it was something else.
And then there's various challenges where they have to team up, group up, do different things. It's maybe a speed challenge or a cleverness challenge. There's one where they have to sell to the public. They have like a group of, I think they were mukbang influencers and people who eat food at a table, and they basically they have stalls as if you were at some sort of food festival, and they had to go up and they had to run these stalls. It's super interesting. And then at the end there's a one-on-one for that title, and the judges are incredibly famous businessman Mr. Paik. In Korea, obviously we don't know him, but big man in
you don't know him? I talk to him like every week.
big man in the business and restaurant industry, and then An Se, who is a 3-star Michelin chef owner. So pretty good, knows what and chef, so knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, there's absolutely no question about this.
Yes, I think when we heard that there would be season 2, we were both like, yay! And I'm already excited for season 3.
Because we've already smashed through season 2. It only came out just before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And we started watching it, and it's just entertainment
really
value is good. Production value is insane. The stories that people tell, and they speak so eloquently about their backgrounds and their food and why they like what they do.
And they're so passionate about cooking.
Yeah,
I think it's the first and only cooking show where I actually once teared up because I was really moved by something a chef did and said about his dish.
Yeah.
So
and I have my absolute favourite, Choi Kang-rok. I love that man. He's so entertaining.
He also appears on Chef in My Fridge. So
he also appears on Chef in My Fridge. I love him. He's so good. Cool.
So, yeah. If you ever want to watch something, watch the Culinary Class Wars first before you watch Chef in My Fridge, because some of the chefs will appear there and it will make you love them even more. Pro tip. If you're into cooking shows.
Yeah.
So.
Or just drama.
All
right, next one.
Andor.
Yes, Andor. So this was the next season came out in Andor. Yep. So we're including it. But we're rating Andor overall here, technically.
Yes, we do.
This provides a bit of a challenge for us because we really, for me, season 1 of Andor was just excellent. Every single episode was excellent. Season 2 was also, the episodes were excellent, but we didn't finish. Mm-hmm. And I can't remember exactly why, but that does say something. And but I don't feel like it wasn't because they were excellent. So maybe they were a bit heavier.
Well, it is a heavy show.
And we were looking at something light. Yeah, that's true.
But also we were traveling and stuff, and I think we just didn't have a moment where we were actually able to binge it.
Oh, that's true, because then we went out to France, right?
And then we came back, and we weren't really in the vibe anymore. So if we wanted to watch it and finish it, we would have had to start again from episode 1. Otherwise, I think we would have lost a bit the vibe.
Yeah.
But I want to finish it, so...
Me too. And if we... This is where I would say season 2 I would put as an A because we fell out of it. But for me, if we include season 1, I'm still putting it in S. Yes. It's the best thing to come out of Star Wars for...
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It was an amazing show.
Very long time.
Oh, it's an amazing show. So I'm not sure if I would put it in S or A myself.
What we're going to do is we're going to reevaluate it when we've watched season 2.
And now?
For now, we focus more on season 1, put it in S.
Okay.
Is that fair?
S for Star Wars.
S for Star Wars.
Checks out.
Nice. As opposed to A for and/or.
It's and or.
And or. Yes.
A.
Okay. All right. 3 more to go.
Severance. Ooh.
It's hard. Severance is either S or A.
S for Severance.
Sure. S for Severance. A for...
anything else?
Nailed it. We also didn't finish watching it.
No, we watched it.
Did we?
Yeah. It's not finished.
Yeah, it's not finished.
I think there was an open end in the last
I
season.
preferred season 1 to season 2.
I thought there was 3 seasons.
I preferred season 1 and 2 to 3. I don't know. The last season was not as good as the previous seasons, in my opinion. It shows I've kind of forgotten some of it. We need to do a rewatch, clearly.
Agreed. I think the start was definitely S. And then it got A. And I don't remember who said this. I think it was your friend Cass.
Yeah.
Who was like, the mystery kept on
Mistering.
Mistering, and at some point you kind of want more answers than...
Yeah.
But I also felt they kind of did that. Like they did start answering some stuff.
Ish.
But... Oh, I remember at the very... No, I don't want to spoil it because who knows who will watch this.
Yeah,
but I do remember in the final season at the end I was kind of upset with how it ended. And I was a bit disappointed by the plot.
Yeah. See, I that's the feeling I remember. I would put it A.
Let's put it to A.
And we can shift it
Amazing actors though. Really, really good actors.
Incredible acting, incredible storyline, incredible premise, incredible shooting. I think that's also one of the issues is that I really love the way it's shot in the first season. And there's a lot of the office stuff, and then maybe as soon as it broke out, it was a little bit less. I don't know.
Yeah, potentially.
I don't know.
But A is still really good.
Yep.
So
it's true.
we're talking as if like, oh no, we couldn't give it an S, but it's still amazing.
Do you want to do the next one? Physical Asia. Physical Asia.
I mean, that's how. Yeah. Ooh. I will put it to S.
You put it to S. So, context. Physical Asia is essentially, we are 99.9, we haven't checked it, percent sure that this is a competition show made by the same folks who make Culinary Class Wars.
Yes.
We're watching Korean with subtitles because that's the way to do it. If you're watching with dub, don't do that. You're terrible.
My mom does that.
You're terrible, Manny's mum. Birgit, you're very nice. Please don't listen to me. Well, listen to later me, not... okay, so... it's clearly the same people because it's got insane production value. The cutting is very similar. The space looks the same. The voice is the same. The announcer voice. And it's essentially... there's Physical 100, which is a competition show for like finding the best physical specimen in Asia. Whatever. And there's a load of physical challenges, and there's a lot of different people who sign up, right? You've got like strongmen, you have swimmers, you have martial artists, you have all this kind of stuff. And Physical Asia is, I haven't seen that, Vanny has. Physical Asia is one where you have country teams coming in. So you have Team Japan, Team Korea, Team Australia, and Team Mongolia, who we loved. Team Turkey, Team Philippines with Manny Pacquiao,
yeah, that was
which
cool.
is pretty crazy. So yeah, these challenges are wild.
The challenges are super cool.
And the people are so impressive.
People are impressive.
Some of the things that they do. Wow.
So I thought it was really cool to see.
Yeah.
Inspiring to see.
Yeah.
Still,
I mean, in terms of like watching it again, there's already one we think in Mongolia that's just come out, and we can't wait to watch it. We're actually putting off watching it because we're edging ourselves. I don't know. Anyway,
maybe it is A though, because if I compare it to Culinary Class Wars,
I mean, we just love it.
We did binge it.
And we binged it.
Yeah.
I'm fine putting it
There's
up there.
no excuse.
I'm fine putting it up there.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Good.
Alright, final one before we do the rearrange and finish.
Hooray.
Star Trek, The Next Generation. If you don't know what this is, where have you been?
Do you
Even
live
if
under a rock?
Yeah, exactly. Even if you're not as Trekky, which to be fair, I'm not. I like Star Trek, but I've never been hugely into it. The reason it's here is because we've been watching this. Vanya loves this series. It's an old one. I've never watched it before. I think I started it over a decade ago and only watched a few episodes. Does take some getting into, I think, before it finds its stride. And obviously gets a bit of funding and some more budget, etc. in later episodes. But it's lovely. It's heartwarming. It's fun. It's interesting. Some episodes I don't like. Some episodes I love. But depending on whether it's kind of exploratory or political or
weird alien disease
stuff. Yeah, the dreams and nightmares and what is reality stuff I'm less of a fan of. But I will put this, and you can. Yeah, I'm going to put this in A, not S. And the reason for that is I think it's great and I loved it, but I'm not now exactly like I must watch this again.
Oh yeah.
I want to watch more Star Trek. I do enjoy it. I'll probably watch it again at some point in time, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair. But you are excited if you would watch, for example, Star Trek Voyager. Would you look forward to it now, having seen this?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So we've actually got a deal. I watched Star Trek Next Generation, and then Vanny's going to check out Stargate SG-1, which I love. Which I'm hoping she'll put in A next year on the tier list, I guess. We'll see. I mean, there's 10 seasons of that, but it's a lot of fun. But yeah, but other Star Trek stuff like Discovery or Deep Space Nine, I'm interested in watching now. And when Netflix gets them back on after that whole argument, and the licensing has gone, price increases have gone down.
Yeah.
Because they all left Netflix a couple of weeks ago. A week ago. There we go. All right, let's do a bit of a rearrange, shall we? Mm-hmm. So, starting from the bottom, that's fine. These are fine.
I think so.
These are fine.
Yeah.
I think we should rearrange this tier.
Yes. Which one would you put at the top of A?
Well, so this is where it gets a bit tough because Ted Lasso for me is S tier, but this is your rating. I would put Chef in my fridge above these two. Because we're still watching it and we do love it.
Yes.
Severance I would probably put above Man on the Inside.
Yes.
And Star Trek I would actually probably put it above Severance. And the reason for that is that just the value.
Value.
Value prop. So many episodes, so much fun.
But why would you put Ted Lasso at the bottom of A?
I wouldn't. You just
S?
have to decide. You have to decide that. This is your call.
Okay.
I would put that there. So if you're happy with these four, where does this go according to you? That's the challenge. Or do you think these two should be the other way around?
I would put Star Trek above Severance. I mean, Severance is super cool, but watching Star Trek is comforting.
Yep.
And just that is valuable. And Star Trek is a weird one because, like you said, some episodes for me would be D. Yep. Some episodes for me would be S.
Yep.
Most episode I would place between B and A.
I agree.
But overall, the entertainment is nice and the characters are great.
I agree.
So even though sometimes the acting is questionable as well, so I was like,
but that's also kind of part of it.
It's kind of the charm about it as well, especially at the very beginning where you're sometimes like, oh.
Very true.
But I have that often with some older stuff. I mean, if you look at Star Trek.
Yeah, and that's just so that it's a product of its time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the most important thing here is that Lauren, if she watches this, which she probably will, doesn't tell Emily that we're not putting in S tier because we might get in trouble.
Oh well, yeah. So
Ted Lasso, put it somewhere.
Ted Lasso. I would put Ted Lasso definitely above those two.
Yep.
I'm not sure if I would.
There's 4 seasons of it, so it's a decent value prop.
Yeah. I would put it on top of A actually.
Cool.
Because it was really nice. Very memorable as well.
Nice.
So, I was, yeah.
Love it. Okay, fantastic. In that case, that's fine. And that's sorted. Thank you. I will shifty this and then you can tell me what you think.
Okay.
Does that work? I
Sure.
am going to put Andor at the bottom because of that whole season. We haven't finished it yet, blah, 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 whatever. No, I'd probably do this.
Yeah.
Culinary Class Wars we couldn't wait for. And then it absolutely delivered season 2. And I can't wait for season 3 already.
Yeah. It's true.
One Piece was fantastic. Andor is great. I think it's probably a better show than One Piece, but because of the lack of finish, hard to say. Also, One Piece's entertainment value is just so good. Loved
That's
it.
true.
And Physical Asia is like Culinary Class Wars, but it's cool, and we did binge it, but it's... Yeah.
Yeah. I do... yeah, in general, I agree with putting Physical Asia at the bottom.
Yep.
Not sure about the first 3.
Controversy.
Controversy.
That's all good. Hit me.
I'm thinking because I wonder if I would put Culinary Class Wars here. Oops.
Wow.
Because
Big changes.
One Piece and Andor are both so cool, and so like I don't know, really good storytelling as well.
They're very different, so they're hard
Very
to compare,
different.
for
They're
sure.
Exactly, very different too.
So what do
Very
you...
different vibes.
So I guess the question is, how do you think about it? Because I don't think you can say like acting ability or storyline.
No, acting.
You
is
can't compare that 1-to-1 with Culinary Class Wars, right?
No,
It's a completely different type
totally
of show.
different shows.
You could look at it in terms of like which one are you most excited to watch
Yes.
again. You could watch it for like sheer entertainment value. You could watch it for like feelings evoked maybe, although that's a little bit weird.
I think for me, now it's based on if there would be a new season announced, actually released for any of those 3, which one would I watch first? And I think I would watch One Piece first. Maybe Culinary Class was over Andor, but I think actually Andor first.
So I would probably be saying Culinary Class Wars. Well, apart from the fact that we're just apart from the fact that we just finished Culinary Class Wars, so that's the only reason why I might not do that.
And maybe One Piece. I know what happens next in One Piece.
Spoilers.
And I wanna see how they deliver it in the next season. So maybe we can compromise and do this.
That is an outrage. Metal, no compromise. Yeah, no, of course, I'm happy to compromise. That makes sense.
Or we just have 2 different lists. This is yours. This is
No, that's not how it works. This is Tousle and the B. Be the B.
Be the B.
So I'm happy to put that there and say that's what it is. In which case, One Piece wins.
Holy moly.
Who knew? Well done.
I knew, but...
Well done, Luffy. Or Luffy, as it is spelt. Don't know why we're saying Luffy.
Because that's how they say it in the manga, in the anime.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Alright,
That's it.
there we go.
That's all, folks.
That's it. I'm super curious to see what Lauren's comments are. Although she might ping me ahead of time, or maybe she'll leave a comment on the video. I don't know. Who knows? We've never had one of them. Yeah. Let us know if you agree, disagree, think some of them are outrage, think the audio is still rubbish. We know. Yeah, but this has been fun.
Yeah.
And we'll do another one at some point soon. Or if there's some other type of thing, content, thing that we could record that'd be a bit of fun. I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know, like an in-depth review of a thing, not just a tier list. I don't know. Tier lists are fun and easy, but
we shall see what the future holds.
any
for us.
suggestions? Let us know. Peace.